we go.
All right, welcome to the final of the Online Quiz League Cup of 2025. The questions were written by the OKR committee and are correct as of the 23rd of May, apparently. Wow.
Confident.
Right, they can edit that out. Okay, yeah, no, correct as of the 23rd of the 4th, which is today. So we start with a dangerous thing on 20 points and shouting answers at the television on 21 points. Got 1 point in it.
Okay.
We drew when we
Yes.
put in the league, so this will be
All right.
Right,
Good luck on all.
Good
Let's
luck.
get cracking with round 1 and question 1A to Jack. What African nation is the world's largest landlocked nation by population? It only became landlocked in 1991 when Eritrea gained independence after a nearly 30-year war.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is right for 2 points. Andrew, 1B. In the electromagnetic spectrum, what classification of waves is found between gamma rays and ultraviolet radiation?
X-rays.
X-rays is right, 2 points. Jane, 2A. Which former governor of South Dakota is currently serving as the US Secretary of Homeland Security? She has made news recently for her visit to the CECOT prison in El Salvador.
Noemi?
It was just Noem, but yeah, that's fine. Christy Noem. Charlotte. Which comedian hosts BBC Radio 5 Live's How Do You Cope, a show about mental health? In 2017, he jointly won the Edinburgh Comedy Award for his show entitled The Darkness of This Person.
John Robbins.
John Robbins is right. 3A, Colin. Name any of the 3 playable female characters in the original version of the board game Cluedo.
Miss Scarlet.
Miss Scarlet is right. Also Miss Peacock, Miss Peacock and Mrs. White. 2 points. Nick. Vorsprung durch Technik is a slogan used to promote which German car manufacturer?
Audi.
Audi is right, 2 points. And Simon, 4A. What name is given to a theatre stage where the performing area projects out from the back of the stage with the audience situated on 3 sides? This differs from a theatre in the round, which is surrounded by the audience on all sides.
Yes.
5 seconds.
Peninsula?
It's not team.
Anyone in the team? Jane?
Amphitheatre?
Not amphitheatre. Goes across.
Sarah?
Proscenium.
It's not proscenium either, I'm afraid. This is a thrust. That goes for an X. And Sarah, your own question. 2024 saw the release of the 4th instalment in what animated comedy film series that stars Jack Black as Poe?
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda is right for 2 points. So end of the round. 6 to a dangerous thing for 26, and 8 to shouting answers at the television for 29. Round 2, questions for Jack. Mummy, Daddy, Jenny, Willie, Baby, and Spotty Dog comprise the titular family of which puppet show that ran from 1955 to 1973 in the Friday slot of Watch with Mother? Five seconds.
Oh, I don't know. Muffin the Mule.
It's not Muffin the Mule. Team.
Colin.
The Wooden Tops.
The Wooden Tops is right for a point.
Thank you,
Colin.
Such how old I am.
Andrew. Ode to a Nightingale and To Autumn are among the best known works by which English Romantic poet who died in
Keats.
Rome in 1821?
Keats.
John Keats is right, 2 points. Jane, what two-word term describes the feeding relationship between different organisms in a particular habitat, in which each organism eats its predecessor? As producers, plants will typically be at the bottom, with herbivores and carnivores coming higher up.
Predator prey?
It's not, team.
Food chain.
Food chain is what I needed, yes. Point to Simon.
Very lucky.
Sorry, Jane.
Complicated way of saying it.
Charlotte, a founding member of the Unrepresented Nations and Peoples Organization, what state was annexed by China in 1951, having originally been declared independent of Qing dynasty China by the 13th Dalai Lama?
Taipei.
Not Taipei, team.
Andrew.
Tibet.
Tibet is right, yes. Point to Andrew. Colin, 3A. Released in 2024, Sparking Zero, the fourth installment of Budokai Tenkaichi series, is a fighting game based on which Japanese manga series? Users can fight as one of 8 characters, including Goku, the original series' main protagonist.
Monkey.
That's not, team.
Tekken.
Not Tekken, goes across.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball is right, yes. Point to
Okay.
Nick. And Nick, your own question. A contour was the name given to a major trading post that was part of which medieval network of merchant guilds and market towns that operated extensively throughout Northern Europe?
All I can think is Silk Road.
That's not the Silk Road, team.
Andrew.
Hanseatic League.
It is the Hanseatic League, yes. Point to Andrew. Simon, 4A. Sharing his stage name with a 19th century literary title character, which illusionist married Claudia Schiffer in 1994?
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield, or David Kotkin, is correct. Sarah, which woman, who also served as the first president of the Ladies PGA, won a record 15 women's golf major titles between 1937 and 1958?
Smith.
Not Smith, team.
Andrew.
Nancy Davis.
Not Nancy Davis, it goes across.
Colin.
Diedrichson.
It's not Diedrichson, no, this is Patty Berg. So that is an X. So 4 in that round to a dangerous thing, taking them to 30. 5 to shouting answers at the television for 34. So 30 plays 34 as we go into round 3. 1A to Jack. Featuring in the lyrics of Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA, which rapper, whose real name is Sean Carter, reached number 2 in the UK charts in 2009 with Empire State of Mind alongside Alicia Keys?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is absolutely right. 2 points. Andrew, 1B. What was the number of the Apollo mission that in 1969 saw humans land on the surface of the moon for the first time?
11.
11 is correct. 2A to Jane. The Birkin bag is a well-known leather handbag made by which fashion company?
Hermes?
Hermes is right. 2 points. Charlotte. The main stadium at Flushing Meadows, the site of tennis's US Open, is named after which player who in 1975 became the first African-American to win the men's singles at Wimbledon?
Pass.
Okay, team.
Andrew.
Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe is right. Point to Andrew. Colin, 3A. What links the titles of the following films? A 1980 Zucker and Abraham parody of disaster movies, a 2001 musical directed by Baz Luhrmann, and a 1996 Tim Burton comedy about an alien invasion.
Um,
5 seconds.
Mars.
It's not Mars. Team.
Attacks.
It's not a tax. It goes across.
The exclamation mark.
Oh,
They've all got
so
exclamation
eyes.
marks. Yes.
Airplane.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Mars attacks.
Oh, yeah. Very
And
clever.
Oliver, apparently.
Sneaky.
So point to Nick. And Nick, your own question. Which Northern Irish art ensemble won the 2021 Turner Prize for their piece, The Druid's Ball, an installation in the form of a shebeen, or an illicit bar, adorned in banners and signs advocating for reproductive rights and protesting against conversion therapy?
Not a clue. The
5
Pride
seconds.
Collective.
Sorry?
The Pride Collective.
It's not a team.
No, doesn't look like it. Pass.
Okay, a dangerous thing.
Looks like we're all drawing a blank on this side too. I think we pass, Ian.
Okay, it's the Array Collective, A-R-R-A-Y. So that one goes for an X. 4A, Simon. Which French physician gives his name to a so-called tetralogy that involves a combination of pulmonary stenosis, a ventricular septal defect, right ventricular hypertrophy, and an overriding aorta? That heart defect is one of the causes of blue baby syndrome.
I wouldn't have the foggiest. I'm gonna have to pass that to our doctor, so I pass and
It's
nominate
Fallow.
Colin.
Fallow.
It is Arthur Fallow, yes.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Point to Colin.
That was it.
And Sarah. What psychotherapy technique is used to persuade a patient to stop performing an action or a pattern of behavior by making them associate it with an unpleasant sensation? A common example is using a safe but nasty tasting polish on fingernails to dissuade nail biting.
Aversion therapy.
Aversion therapy gets you 2 points. So that round was 5 to a dangerous thing for 35, but 6 to shouting answers at the television for 40. So 35-40, round 4. 1A to Jack. One of the current favourites for this year's Men's Ballon d'Or award in football is which Brazilian winger who plays for Barcelona? He signed for the Spanish club in 2022 from Leeds United.
Rafinha.
Rafinha is right, yes, 2 points. Andrew, what is the name of the alcoholic spirit in Brazil that is made from fermented sugarcane juice? It is used to make a cocktail called the caipirinha.
Kashuka.
It's not Kashuka. Team.
Cusco.
It's not, goes across.
Team. Anyone?
No.
No, I don't think we're getting that one either, Ian.
Against the post, it's Cachaça.
Ah,
How do you spell that? Because
C-A-C-H-A-C-A. And the last C's got a cedilla on it. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cachaça. So that goes for an X. Jane. Scout, Boo Radley, and Atticus Finch are among the main characters in which classic 1960 novel written by Harper Lee?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
He is right for 2. Charlotte, which former professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing now co-hosts the programme's companion show, It Takes Two? Married to fellow pro Aliash Skorjanets, she achieved her best result on the main show in 2018, when she and celebrity partner Harvey reached the final.
I'll get her surname right. Jeanette Manara? Manara.
5 seconds. Manrara is right, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Jeanette Manara. Colin, 3A. What range of hills on the border between Somerset and Devon are among the most recent to be designated an area of outstanding national beauty or national landscape? Located south of the Quantocks, this hill range contains 16 sites of special scientific interest.
The Mendips.
Not the Mendips. Team.
Oh. Jack.
Cheviots.
Not the Cheviots. Goes across.
Those are both the only two I know. Anyone know any other? No. Downs.
No. Sorry?
Downs.
No. I mean, ironically, no. The Blackdown Hills.
Oh.
Blackdown. Sorry, I think my internet connection is a little bit dodgy. Okay, Nick, your question. Clydesdale, Shire, and Lipizan are all breeds of which domesticated animal?
Horse.
A horse is right for 2. Simon, commonly given the epithet the Great, who was the Roman emperor from 306 to 337 AD? He was the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity. Regnal number not required. Five seconds.
Oh no, it's not coming.
You have to pass that to the team.
Octavian.
Not
Um,
Octavian. Team.
Jack.
Cyrus.
Not Cyrus. It goes across.
Andrew.
Constantine.
Constantine the First. Yes.
Well done, Andrew.
What to Andrew? And Sarah. The lyrics of which Tom Jones song, originally released in 1968, tell the story of a jealous lover killing his girlfriend. The song's controversial topic led to it being removed from the Welsh Rugby Union's playlist during international matches at Cardiff's Principality Stadium.
Delilah.
That is Delilah for 2 points. So 4 there for a dangerous thing, taking them to 39. But 7 to shouting answers at the television for 47. So at the end of round 4, 39 plays 47. And we change the order, which means that round 5, question 1A goes to Andrew. Released in 2022, All-Star Battle is the most recent installment of fighting games based on which Japanese manga series by Hirohiko Araki? Jonathan Joestar and Dio Brando are playable characters in that game.
Hichinawa.
It's not. Team.
No, of course it isn't. Just made it up.
No, pass.
I think, okay. Dangerous thing.
Anybody?
Yeah,
No,
no.
I think we were passing as well, phrase.
Okay,
Yeah,
this one is
Lord.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Never forgot that.
Jack. The informal capital of the Hanseatic League was found in which city? In the present day, this city is the second largest on the German Baltic coast, behind Kiel.
Hamburg.
Not Hamburg. Team.
Colin.
Koblenz.
Not Koblenz. No, goes across.
Andrew.
Lubeck.
It is Lubeck. Yes.
Very good.
Charlotte. What is the stage name of the pop star daughter of Francis Ruffell? She takes her stage name from the lead character in My Fair Lady.
Eliza Doolittle. Sorry,
Eliza
can you not hear
Doolittle,
me?
absolutely right. 2
Oh,
points.
there you go. Yeah.
Okay, Jane, 2B. The closest to Patty Berg on the list of most women's golf major wins is which player, who won 13 titles between 1958 and 1966?
Hilary Knight.
It's not. Team.
Colin.
Try the same again. Diedrichson.
It's not Diedrichson. It goes across.
Andrew.
Laura Davis.
It's not. No, this is Mickey Wright. Nick 3A. Which puppet show featuring title characters of a hedgehog, a mouse, and a rabbit ran from 1953 to 1965 in the Thursday slot of the BBC's classic Watch with Mother cycle?
That is before my time.
Five seconds.
I'll go with Muffin the Mule again.
It's not. Team?
Sarah.
I think it's Tales from the Hedgerow.
It's not. So it goes across.
Ooh.
Colin.
Finger Bobs.
No, not Finger Bobs either. This was Rag, Tag, and Bobtail.
Ah.
Colin. She Walks in Beauty and Don Juan are among the best known works by which English romantic poet who died in Greece in 1825?
Shelley.
Not Shelley. Team.
Jane.
Byron.
It is Lord Byron. Yes, George
Thank you.
Byron. Points
Guess the
Jane.
wrong one.
4A to Sarah. Also meaning the highest point or the vertex of a shape, what four-letter word describes a predator at the top of a food chain?
Apex.
Apex is correct too. And Simon. Officially known as the Republic of China, what island state was a fellow founding member of the Unrepresented Nations and Peoples Organization alongside Tibet in 1991? The ROC and the People's Republic of China dispute who has ultimate control of this state.
Taiwan.
This is Taiwan, yes, absolutely right. 2 points. So 3 in that round to a dangerous thing, taking them to 42, and 5 to shouting answers at the television for 52. Round 6, 1A to Andrew. What is the name of the colonel in the original version of the board game Cluedo?
Colonel Mustard.
Mustard is right, yes. Jack. Which Japanese automobile manufacturer completes this advertising slogan? The car in front is a blank.
Toyota.
Toyota's right, 2 points. Charlotte. What is the name for the incline on a theatre stage that slopes upwards away from the audience? This word is also used for the incline of the audience's seats.
Ascension.
Not ascension, team.
Sarah.
Rake.
That is a rake, absolutely. Point to Sarah. Jane. 2024 saw the release of the 4th installment in what animated comedy film series that stars Steve Carell as Gru and which has spawned a spin-off series?
Despicable Me.
Despicable
Or
Me
Minions.
gets you 2 points. Nick, what African nation became landlocked in 2011 when it formally declared independence from its northern neighbour? It is still currently the newest country to be fully internationally recognised.
South Sudan.
South Sudan is right for 2. And Colin. In the electromagnetic spectrum, what classification of waves is found between radio waves and infrared radiation?
Visible light.
Not visible light. Team.
Ultraviolet.
Not ultraviolet. Goes over.
Sarah.
Microwaves.
Microwaves is right. Yes. Point to
Very
Sarah.
good.
And Sarah, your question. Which investor and hedge fund manager is currently serving as the US Secretary of the Treasury? He is the highest ranking openly gay person ever in the presidential line of succession.
Oh. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, team.
Anyone? No. Pass.
No. Okay, dangerous thing.
Team.
I remember.
No.
No.
I can't remember
pass.
either. No, pass.
Okay, it is Scott Bessent. 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 And Simon, 4B. In 2017, John Robbins' show The Darkness of Robbins discussed his breakup with which fellow comedian? She also discussed that breakup in her own Edinburgh show that year, Lads, Lads, Lads.
John Robbins. No idea. Sarah Millican.
It's not Sarah Millican. Team.
Jane.
Sarah Pascoe.
It is Sarah Pascoe, yes.
Then Jane.
I think Sarah Millican married to Gary Delaney.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, end of the round. 5 to a dangerous thing for 47, but stretching their lead with 6 for 58. Shouting answers at the television. 2 rounds to go. Andrew, 1A. Only 3 areas of outstanding natural beauty have been established since 1990. The Tamar Valley, the Blackdown Hills, and what other in North Yorkshire? Although this area is among the Yorkshire Dales, it is not part of the Yorkshire Dales National Park and is named after a local river.
Oh, the Air Valley.
It's not, team.
Funny we had a Yorkshire person on the team.
Yeah, right. Wrong end of Yorkshire.
Doesn't look like
Need
it.
an answer, please?
Pass.
No. Okay, it's going across.
Colin, you're in North Yorkshire.
Yeah. Swaledale.
It's not Swaledale. No, it is Nidderdale.
Oh,
Okay.
Lucky
Mm.
Colin.
Nutty.
Jack. Oh, Herdwick, Swaledale, and Merino are all breeds of which farm animal?
Sheep.
They're all sheep.
What are the chances of that?
Charlotte. Commonly given the epithet the Great, which pharaoh was the 3rd ruler of the 19th dynasty? Known to the Greeks as Ozymandias, he was the commander of the Egyptian forces at the Battle of Kadesh and the husband of Nefertari. Regnal number not required.
Ramesses.
Ramesses II, absolutely right. 2 points.
Oh, hey.
Jane. Tom Jones helped synth pop group Art of Noise achieve their highest UK chart position when he sang on which 1988 song? A cover of the lead single from Prince's 1986 album Parade. This song opens with the lyrics, "You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on."
Sex Bomb.
It's not Sex Bomb. Team.
Kiss.
It is Kiss. Yes. Point to Simon. Nick. One of the current favourites for this year's men's Ballon d'Or award in football is which Georgian winger who plays for Paris Saint-Germain? He signed for the French club in 2025 from Napoli. You may answer with a shortened form of his surname by which he is commonly known.
Oh, what's his name?
5 seconds.
Can't think of it. Sheradzi.
It's not, team.
Andrew.
The Karat. The short
It is
version.
not Karat.
It's
Fingers crossed.
here's my pronunciation. Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia or Kvara. So yeah, point to Simon. And Colin. The aromatic Peruvian variety of which spirit, made by distilling fermented grape juice in copper pot stills, is typically produced using muscat grape varieties. It gives its name to a sour cocktail, considered the national drink of both Peru and Chile.
Yeah, God. Caracau.
That's not, team.
That one is Pisco.
This one is Pisco, absolutely right. Yes.
Thank you.
Point to Simon.
Appropriate name. Isn't it?
Sarah. Starbuck, Captain Ahab, and the narrator Ishmael are among the main characters in which classic 1851 novel by Herman Melville?
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, 2 points. And Simon, which former Strictly Come Dancing celebrity contestant is now a co-host on It Takes Two? This singer and radio presenter found fame as a finalist in the 11th series of The X Factor and reached the Strictly final in 2022, partnered with Vito Coppola.
I don't really do these shows. Sorry.
I'd say
I need to pass. Colin, on you go.
Is it, careful how I say this. Maffo.
It's not, I'm afraid. It goes across.
You can have it, Charlotte, for your Bon Jovi.
Blur East.
Blur East is exactly right. Yes. Point to Sarah. To Charlotte, sorry.
Well done, Charlotte.
I think that's my first of the season.
No
Yay.
better time to do it.
Saving it.
So 5 apiece in that round, which means we go into the last round with the dangerous thing on 52 and shouting answers at the television on 63.
Close.
All to play for.
Andrew 1A. What links the titles of the following films? Robert Rodriguez's sequel to Desperado, a 1984 epic crime film directed by Sergio Leone, and a 2019 comedy drama that starred Margot Robbie as Sharon Tate.
Is it Once Upon a Time?
It absolutely is, yes. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, America, and Hollywood. 2 points. Jack. Which Montserrat-born British sculptor won the 2022 Turner Prize for her piece Really Poetic, which made use of scrap items that are usually thrown away? Her memorials to the Windrush generation in Hackney were the UK's first permanent sculptures by a black woman.
No, pass.
Okay, team?
Yep, sorry, no use on this one. Smith.
Not Smith. Shouting answers at the television?
You haven't got anything? I've no idea if this is a woman or not, but Shawnee Bar.
It's not. It's Veronica Ryan.
Sorry, Veronica.
Not familiar with your
The learning quiz.
Okay, Charlotte 2A. Which American
Just 1 second,
cardiologist?
sorry.
Sorry?
I've got loads of sirens going past. Wait,
Okay.
there we go. Right.
Okay, happy? All right.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Okay, which American cardiologist co-names, along with Alfred Blaylock and his assistant Vivian Thomas, a surgical shunt correction used to treat babies or young children with the tetralogy of Fallot? She was the first woman to head the American Heart Association. Five seconds.
Pass. Sorry.
Okay, team?
No, pass.
Dangerous thing?
No. I just
You know
Blaylock
what- you know what
it's
I'm
known as a
coming-
Blaylock shunt, but never mind. Time, Jack. Sorry.
Johnson.
Not Johnson, no. Helen Taussig. Taussig.
That is a pretty niche question, I have to say.
It was really
I mean, it's known as a Blaylock shunt, but never mind.
Get your letters in.
No, it's too late. It's too late for that. Good, be a good loser.
Okay,
I know, I'll go for it,
Jane.
Colin. I want my 2 points.
Jane, 2B. Used to treat anxiety disorders, what therapy technique involves the patient being confronted with a source of or a situation likely to cause anxiety, therefore allowing them to overcome their issues in a controlled and safe environment?
Immersion?
Immersion therapy or exposure therapy? Absolutely fine. Yes.
Yeah, neither of these techniques are actually used anymore, but that's
I was going to say I should know, but clearly they never bothered with that when I got there.
they're both dangerous. I think, but
That was the link between the pair. I'm like, bad treatments.
psychopaths. Anyway, enough from that,
Nick.
sorry.
Also featuring in the lyrics of Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, which American pop icon had 3 UK #1s in the 2000s, including the 2004 smash hit Toxic?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is right, 2 points. And Colin. The crew of the Apollo 11 mission were Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and which other astronaut? He was the
Loneliest
first person to perform multiple spacewalks.
Loneliest man in the world. Michael Collins.
Absolutely right, yes. And Sarah. Which Italian luxury fashion house is well known for its so-called baguette handbags?
Fendi.
Fendi is right for 2. And Simon, the main arena at tennis's Australian Open is named after which man who won 11 Grand Slam singles titles between 1960 and 1969?
Well, at least you get to finish on this. Rod Laver.
Rod Laver is absolutely right.
Congratulations.
And
Yeah, well
means,
done.
Thank you.
with that final round being 6-all, we finish with The Dangerous Thing on 58 and Shouting Answers at the Television 69. Congratulations to Shouting Answers at the Television, who are the John Jacob Cup winners.
Well
Congratulations.
done.
Well played.
Well played.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you
on
for that. I
screen,
didn't
so
want
you
it to
can
come
look
down
at
to
it.
Simon's last question.
Oh, I
It
did.
was, yeah. Thank God it was decided long before that
Yeah,
was ever
yeah.
an issue.
Saved us that. Well
Nick will
done,
be in
team.
touch about the cup and trophies. You'll hold the cup if we can get it to you. I don't know who's got it at the moment. These cups go missing. And then next season, because you'll both be in the Super Cup next time. So whoever wins the cup in the next season, you'll pass it on to them, assuming we get it to you. But we'll sort that out by email anyway.
Or some
done.
cardboard
Well done.
copy.
Yeah, and we do runners up trophies as well for the cup runners up. So you guys will get something as well.
Oh,
Yay.
lovely.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you for all
Ian.
the work you do behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks so much,
indeed.
John. Ian,
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for reading as
Yes,
well.
thank
It
you
was
for
really
reading.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian.
No,
Thank you,
absolute
Ian.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Great.
everyone.
Well played, everybody.
Thanks all. Well done.
Do you want some spares?
Yeah,
you
why
can
Yeah,
not?
go
check
on.
on the other
We'll
games
probably
now.
win the Spurs.
Going to be children's novels of the last 12 months.
Yeah.
That'd be-
All right. Let's see how early you want to come in. Which actor?
George
Keanu
Clooney.
Reeves.
Which actor, known for his role in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Matthew
Matthew
Broderick.
Broderick.
Anyone?
Broderick.
Anyone? Anyone?
Matthew Broderick.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bueller.
Right.
Bueller.
The acidic compound aqua regia was named because it could dissolve gold. Typically, it is made from a mixture of 2 acids. Which component part has the formula HNO3?
Nitric.
Nitric.
Nitric is right. Consisting almost entirely of cover versions, the 1995 album Thank You was released by which British band who first found fame during the 1980s? Including ill-advised versions of Public Enemy's 9/11 as a joke, 911 as a joke, and White Lines by Grandmaster Flash, it is often derided as one of the worst albums of all time.
Don't know, but I want to get it
It's
now.
out.
Yeah, loading up Spotify as we speak. Spandau Ballet.
Black lace.
Oh, so close.
Duran.
Duran Duran.
Duran, yes.
Oh, of course.
George Julian Harney and Fergus O'Connor were among leaders of which British social movement that reached its peak in the mid-19th century and advocated for social reforms such as universal
Chartists.
male suffrage. Chartists is right, yes. Okay. Yeah, this is around 9, clearly. Aqua regia is most commonly made from one part nitric acid and 3 parts of what other acid?
Sulfuric.
Which has the formula HCl.
Oh,
Hydrochloric.
hydrochloric.
Hydrochloric is right. Who has been married to fellow actor Freddie Prinze Jr. since
Sarah
2000?
Michelle
Michelle
Gellar.
Gellar.
Yeah. John Lilburn and Richard Overton were among the
Levellers.
leaders. Levellers is absolutely right. The 1999 covers album My Beauty was released by which
Kevin
British
Rowland.
singer? Kevin Rowland it is. Together with the smaller Tumen River and the Paektu Mountains, which river forms the border between North Korea and China?
Yalu.
It is the Yalu. Nicely done.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, now you get a river question, Andrew.
Well, I would have said
Someone-
that to the other river. Yeah, that was-
Someone said that in our previous game for the river question. Actually, they said Yalu.
Although some scenes are set in Spain, the majority of the 2025 BBC drama series This City Is Ours is set in and around which? Liverpool's right, yes. Girl holding a piece of sewing, ivy leaves in a white jug, and vase of flowers are works by which Welsh artist who spent most of her life and career in
Gwen
France?
John.
Gwen John is right, yes. Which WNBA team won their first ever title when they defeated Minnesota Lynx 3-2?
Dallas?
Sorry?
Is it Dallas?
It's not in the
No, it's the other
2024
end, it's the other
WNBA
end.
finals.
Cleveland.
Not Cleveland?
Indiana Fever.
No.
Las Vegas.
No.
We'll just keep naming cities.
Chicago.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
You have heard of this city?
Los Angeles.
No.
New
San
York.
Francisco.
It is the New York
Yeah.
Liberty.
Washington.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Dallas lost. They had the highest draft pick. That's why.
Clearly, Bill Burr was right about the WNBA then.
Oh, you would be careful. Careful.
I mean, this is nearest the bull. Let's see if anybody wants to shout out any answers. The longest rail service without any stops is the Auto Train, which links Lawton, Virginia, near Washington, D.C., and Sanford, Florida, near Orlando. How many miles long is this journey?
Ooh.
10,302.
15
1,700.
1,500.
Yeah, 1800.
2,000.
3,500.
12,000. I want to go to bed.
Okay.
25,000.
Okay. Whoever said the lowest one is right because it's 855.
Yeah, it's not that long.
The same problem we had with the Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
You're just too generous.
Right, there we go.
Oh, thank you very
you.
much.
Thank
That's your
you.
lot.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thanks,
Ian.
guys.
Cheers all.
Absolute pleasure.
Good night.
Well
Well
played.
done.
Bye.
Night, guys.
Yeah. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Do we actually leave?
I think we need to leave the meeting. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.